Very good. I'm delighted to have you guys tonight. Very excited. Gonna be something. Like I mentioned in the posted a little message in Discord. There will be some form of formatting. Yeah, we'll need to build up the setting. And build up as well with it, like the flexibility, player agency, as this is like we're now like you're going to play the human. We half in the past. I think you're building memories. So we'll not building. You live through They are not memories because we will make them happen here and now. We'll role play them, yeah. But we'll need to format that in a way that it's condensed. It's precious moments. So there is a form of a timer, yeah. If you want things to go, I want 2 scenes per player. And each of you will play 1 scene. Your characters are not together yet, so you'll be playing solo. The whole session you'll be playing solo. Scenes of 20 minutes. Each of you in a row, and then another turn. Another round. So that's 2 scenes each tonight. Next week, same story. Next week, it's going to be first change. You still be separated. You still are not aware of each other. By week 3, session 3, newborn. I think 2 of you will. I think you will. Yeah, 2 of you will meet. But only 2 of you, not. Yeah, you'll see. So just to warn you that there's a format. There's a format to it. You are given a certain amount of time to role play. Make it count. Go for it. Go for it. You are like, for instance, Michael, Alek, which is the diminutive for Alexander. Alek is 10 years old during this scene, these 2 scenes. Gab, what's your character's name?
I'm gonna go with Viktor.
Viktor is 17 years old. He's still a little punk, not yet turned, youth pastor or whatnot. Lukas is 14 years old. Alina is 14 years old. You all live it's another world. It's the Cold War era. You live in the Eastern Bloc. Things are a bit better in GDR, yeah, in German Republic Democratic. In East Germany, things are a little bit better than in Poland, but overall everything is scarce, rare. Human resources are precious. People have a sense of there is. I was just talking to my partner's parents who lived through it all. They were in West Poland at the time. People were kinder. People were more kind. People had a sense of how life is hard. We still feel it's hard, but they knew something about, struggle. So human connections were did wonderful things. Poland in the 80s is changing. In 1981, 3 years prior, some form of revolution started, and there was a state of emergency in 1981. The army stepped in, sent the tanks and all that. 1984, things are started to loosen a bit, and the relations between the East and the West are beginning to open up.
What year are we in right now? What year are we starting in?
1984. The Soviet army is everywhere. There are thousands of Russian soldiers based in various military compounds and bases all over Germany, East Germany, and Poland. You have to speak Russian to them. They distribute red stars to the kids. Stuff like that. In Poland and GDR, you have to use coupons to buy food, to buy anything. You have to queue for weeks to get a fridge or a vacuum cleaner. For weeks, people write down lists, and there is one person queuing for 50 of them, and they switch. You know, they swap roles, so they don't have to froze in the middle of winter just because they're waiting for something that is. And there is like hundreds of them queuing, and there is only 10 vacuum cleaners, stuff like that. And if you have enough coupons to buy a vacuum cleaner, you're special. Sugar is scarce. Bananas, forget it. So you were born in the 70s. You grew up with that reality through that, and you guys are clever. You know the rules. You know how to lie. You know who not to lie to. You know you're good at what you know. You're very aware of the dangers. Very aware that in East Germany there is a secret police called the Stasi. 18,000 officers, 18,000 secret police. Hitler had 3,000 Gestapo, but the GDR decided to have 18,000 secret police. So, yeah, careful. You're still little humans. So yeah, we'll get to it, huh? I might be sometime a little bit confused by my new setting, but everything will be fine. Okay, over there. All right. Are you ready to go? So just be mindful, there's something as well. So the format is 20 minutes, a scene each. We take turn. I invite those who are not acting, role-playing actively, to take in what the others are, because these are going to be very formative events for later on in the campaign. That's where you're from. That's the stuff you're made of. That's your human part. I want that to be quite strong to slide progressively into the magical, into the supernatural. The more human we start, the stronger the effect will be when we turn into the world of darkness. This is already the world of darkness, things that are very much darker and etc. etc. It's the world of darkness. But you're still humans. So when we're session 15 or whatnot, we're in the middle of some kind of spiritual quest or whatnot. There will be this contrast, yeah, with who you are at the present moment. I think it's going to be tasty. So yeah, I invite you to take in what the others are doing. See how they deal with that humanity, and give them. You can go if you're not present, if you're not actively role playing, and it's not your scene. You mute yourself. You can. I won't like impose you to stay on your seat and just listen, but you can go for whatever. You don't. I'm not telling who is next. I want to keep that for myself. Yeah, I'm not telling who is next. I'm not telling who is first. So be ready for at the next go. It may be you. And as well, there is something. It's on the internet. It's difficult. It's active listening. Yeah. I think it transpires even through internet. When you're actively listening to someone, you're empowering that person. Send them good vibes, send them good energy. Just like be there, be present for them. We're going to go through tough stuff, yeah? No safety tools. Like we said, there's a net at the bottom, but there is no roof. So enjoy that freedom. All right. We'll start with Alina, if you don't mind.
I knew it.
Yeah, honor to the ladies. Alina, you're out in the streets of a little town in the east of Poland, about 60-80 kilometers from the Belarusian border. A little town called Białystok, or the Little White, or the White Town. It's nighttime. You're near a small frozen fountain with icy bursts of water frozen in space and time. It's cold and snowy. You're with a bunch of friends and acquaintances, and you're living the life. All more or less, rebels of sorts. You're accompanied by two close friends who are Irena Lade, and her husband, Arkadiusz. You're in the streets, tagging stuff. Arkadiusz is a mechanic working in the Polish army. He fixes and paints tanks. And he provided you with spray paint. Arkadiusz is 20 years old, the strong, quite buffy for his age, blonde hair, blue eyes, confident guy, alert. But all he wants is a stable life. But still, he likes a bit of fun when he's, out of duty. And he's married to Irena. Irena Lade is, a good friend of yours. She's 18. So you're young here. You're the youngest. Irena, she's the beautiful Polish girl, blonde, braided hair. Every day a different kind of braid pattern. She's a fierce anti-communist. And she's just a good girl. She's just a very good friend of yours. All she wants is a stable life too, but she likes to have a bit of fun every now and then. Just to piss off the regime. You accompanied, you, Irena, and Arkadiusz, by a few others, punks, and dogs, and stray cats. And you're painting that wall. Some people are giving it a go, but you're having your moment because you're just over the top. You're painting something crazy there. What is it that you're painting?
I was thinking, being inspired by the things you said about the coupons. Was thinking I would paint like a coupon with the face inside, and the face is gonna be like some local politician, like our mayor or something like that. Inside the coupon, and a message underneath. Like give people what they deserve.
Awesome.
And his face a little bit ridiculous inside the coupon.
Nice. Everybody is amazed. I think they give you a hand, possibly Arkadiusz is holding you on his shoulder, so you can reach up. And you paint this. People are drinking beer, smoking cigarettes. And they're amazed.
They share.
Let's go! Yeah, here you go! He hands you off a little cigarette, a beer, and you keep going. Everybody is amused, at your caricature. Everyone is liking it. You don't feel your fingers. It's cold and snowy. You look back around. Arkadiusz is holding you steady on his shoulders. The place, you have that street. It's clear. It's all good. No police, no army, no Soviet nowhere. You're just about to finish up. Just the last bit. I don't know. Maybe you paint some red lipstick or something. You just turn the thing into a clown.
A mole on his nose or something.
Yes. Okay.
Like, fuck yeah.
Irena goes and speaks up, and she asks, "Sign. Will you sign it? Come on, Alina."
Yeah, I should, shouldn't I? I should sign it, but I haven't thought about my signature yet.
Just a big A, like a fucking anarchy.
Yeah, but and with a little bit of me inside. And like I'm pointing to Arkadiusz, like, okay, hold me down now. I need to be a little bit lower.
Okay.
And I will do an A, but instead of the circle that they used to do it, I will do it like in a star. Or, not a star, maybe a moon, a crescent moon. Why not? That sounds cool.
Awesome.
And I will do a crescent moon and the A inside. And I'm like,
nice.
Because we're different from everybody else.
Nice. You tag that crescent moon in red. And you're just about to tag the A when a little, do you say that in English? A fourgonette, a little police truck just drives in that street. and but it's lights on, yeah, blue lights, and a little.
Fuck. Keep it down.
Well, Irena, Arkadiusz, he just grabs his wife's, his young wife's, by the forearm and just runs as fast as possible. He's in the army. He really doesn't want to be caught here. Most of the other punks, just scatter in all direction. The dogs start to bark at the police car, and the policeman who starts to run towards you.
I throw the can away.
Right. Meet you at the bridge! And they just fly. So they mentioned the bridge. It's kind of like your hideout, yeah? When you're in town.
How far is the police guy?
Oh, you're 20 meters away?
I don't know if I stand a chance. So throw the pain away and sit down and wait.
You do? Okay. The stray dogs, the stray cats are all gone, but a couple of your punk dogs stayed and start to bark at the policemen who arrive and just grab you. They grab you firmly. You little punk! What have you done? This is horrible. What is this? What is this? The mayor? And the other one, no, it's not the mayor. It's your wife, fucking man. Just shut up. Just how are we gonna deal with that? No one can see this. What have you done? Did you paint this shit?
No, I just approached these people for a piece of bread or some food. I don't know anything. I don't know anything, sir. I just saw some people and I just wanted something, Can you help me?
He looks at your hands. He grabs your palm, shows it to you. And this? Are you going to explain this?
I grabbed this thing that they throw away because I thought it might worth something. I haven't eaten in 3 days, sir. Maybe with this I could trade it for something. I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't even see that. What is it? I don't know.
The other policemen, I think there is 4 of them. One of them just thrown and kind of, I know her. She's an bad girl. She's Fabi's granddaughter, She's a local. She's a good girl. She couldn't have done that. And he looks at you, like he squints his eyes as if like, you don't really know if he's, trying to get on your side or whatnot. And the tough one, the bad cop, like, oh yeah, you're local. You love your town, yeah?
Yes. Let me go to my grandma. She will be very, very, very scared. These are grown-ups. I'm just a kid, I just thought that this can with paint would be fun and maybe something to eat. I mean,
oh, come on, stop
I'm
it.
not a bad person.
Stop it, I said. Just get out. Get out of my sight.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
They let you go.
Yeah. Pigs. Gotcha again.
The stand in front of the artwork, perplexed. They're wondering how they're, one you hear one go fetch some paint or do something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix that. You go away! What do you do?
I go to the bridge. Very happily, I escaped the cops.
Okay. You arrive at that bridge. Yeah, that river. A small river. A small bridge. Under the bridge, the gang is there. You know, they've reconvened there and their hideout. The braseros, makeshift barbecue. More beers, more cigarettes. There is punk rock music playing on a tape player. It's not snowing there under the bridge. And the ceiling of that bridge is littered with not only graffiti, but spider webs. Amazing patterned spider webs. Plenty of them. And you see those little spiders having their, you know, it's a civilization out there. And there's a kid equipped with a firebrand. And he begins to bother the spiders. You know, he has this torch and he starts to set some of the spider webs aflame.
Hey, you shouldn't do that.
Would you care? The spiders?
What? Yeah. Look, they don't bother us, right? What matters is out there and wears a uniform or has 2 legs. This poor creature didn't do anything to you.
Oh my god. What's it to you? He's brandishing his torch.
Come on. Come with me and to listen to the story how I just escaped the cops. And leave these creatures alone. Come with me to tell everybody what happened. It was awesome.
Everyone gather up and some sit down and someone passes you a stolen sausage and you start your story. All right. Gabrielle, you'll be next.
All right.
All right. Well, Gab, so we said, what was it? Victor? Victor. I got used to the other guy's name. Yours came up today. So Victor is still a young punk, 17. And it's the first time that you'll be bringing your sister to a party.
Oh boy.
She's 14 years old. She's been crying for it for ages. She's been such a pain. Her name is Hannah. And yeah, she can be annoying when she wants. You love each other very much. But she's been hammering you for too long. So you decided, you surrendered. You decided to take her. You bring her to that party that's going on in the sewers.
Ooh.
And as she sees your eyes, you're walking the streets and towards that location. She says again, she says you're not convinced, you're kind of doing that against your own will. Because it's dodgy there. It can be dangerous. And she says, I need to get out. Fucking need to see the world, me too.
Okay, well, maybe not the world yet, but I guess the sewers can work.
She has.
You just
Yeah.
You just stick by me, okay? Don't go wandering off.
Man, you okay? You okay? She has this long blonde, like wild hair. She looks a lot more than 14, and this is worrying. She's not
gonna be doing my best to keep an eye on her.
Of course. She's not especially well dressed up, for the occasion. Just jeans and whatnot, cheap, working class, style, going out. There is you're just about to get there, there's this turn in that dark alley, and then you go down a couple stairs, then finally enter the sewers, you know the place. Just before you enter that dark alley, some kind of fancy car drives by. It's like a beige fancy car. It's just above average. Like you don't see that usually in that quarter of the city. Rummelsburg is this industrial area where there is a massive train station. That fancy car drives by, and there's this window. You see through those windows. It's night as well. You see 4 guys in there. Two men and two women. The man has glasses. Just drive. Slowly. And the 4 of them they look really intently at you all.
When they slow down, I make sure to grab. You said Hannah?
Yeah.
Hannah's hand, and keep her going with me towards the supposed party.
Sure. Who's these guys? I think I know them. The car passes by.
How would you know them?
They go. There it is. They're the red leaves. Those social workers. They look for dead souls and lost kids, and they try to just rescue them from whatever. I don't know what they think they are, if they can save the world. They're pals with Ralph, Father Ralph Mayer. Your friend.
I listen, still a bit confused, but in hearing that they're like social workers or whatever, I just offer a hey, how you doing kind of wave, passing by.
They nod and drive by. In a way.
You think they know our parents?
Shit, I hope not. Shit, if they knew we were here. No way.
That could be why they slowed down. We should probably go back.
Come on, no, there's no way we're leaving. No, I want to go to the party.
All right, but you got to stay close.
Anything you say. I just want to have a little cigarette, a beer with normal people. We can talk about freedom. Talk about, I don't know, the West. Talk about America. Listen to real music.
All right, but you got to stay close. And I go over some rules of like what she can't be running off. Tell me where she's going. This is her first time, and if she gets lost or taken or whatever, I'm gonna be totally screwed, and in so much trouble with the folks.
Come on, you're nearly 18. You're like a grown-up already.
What are the drinking laws in the area? Is it?
But if you're a minor, I don't think you're allowed to drink.
Okay. You can have a taste from mine, but you're not getting a whole drink.
All right. Whatever you say, boss. You're fucking capitalist when you want it.
Just to keep you safe, we gotta follow a little bit of rules, like it. Just to make sure it doesn't get too wild, you know.
You walk down those corridors, underground, and you hear the party closer and closer. You hear the crowd, the echo, the music going, the smell, the smells.
Is this like sewer smells?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's not the worst kind of sewer. People still have taste when it comes to sewers. They know where a good party could be held at. And soon enough, you join the crew. I would say that there is a good 30, 40 punks in there. Most of them are young. There is, the odd old punk, Most of them are young people. Some of them surely minors as well.
Anyone about her age, or is she definitely the youngest there?
Oh, she's one of the youngest for sure. She doesn't maybe look the youngest, but she's among them, yeah. And soon enough, you're joined by 3 of your crew. Carla, 17 years old, curly blonde hair, pulpy girl. She always had a thing for you. She's a kind of a sharp, quick girl, sweet, loving, enthusiastic. She dreams to be a singer. Carla. And she's with Ed. Ed is young as well, 16 years old. Kind of a little short, little bit fat kid. Subdued. But a good pal as well. Always on the lookout. And the third is Ziggy. Ziggy is your age as well, 17 years old. He's tall for his age. He looks quite mature. Looks like a proud, tall bird. With this kind of like viciousness in his smile and his eyes. He's a good person, but he doesn't trust many. And he wants to become, he wants to become a politician. He wants to bring down communism through, climbing up the ladder, if there's anything like it. Carla, Ed, and Ziggy, welcome you all.
Have they met Hannah before?
Oh, yes. Not yet here. It's like Carla, looks at Anna. How lovely you are, but what are you? But you're gonna. It's dirty here. You're so pretty. What are you doing? Hannah, don't mind me. Hannah is like, she's a tough girl. Like, don't mind me. Like, come on, give me that beer. Someone give me a cigarette here.
I told her she could come, so she would stop nagging me so much, but she's not going to be running off in any of the tunnels and not going to be drinking, right, Hannah?
Just a sip. And she just steals a sip from Carla's beer, just quickly.
Yes, we'll call this a sampling, a taste test, a trial run. If I bring you home drunk, they're gonna know, and then we're never gonna be able to do this again. You got that?
She doesn't answer. She turns her back to you, and she starts to talk to Carla. They talk, the two of them. They talk hair. They talk rock and roll. You know, Ed, the little subdued fat friend, is like looks at you, prone, and just goes, "Man, this isn't good. You know she's on the wrong side of this is a slippery slope. I don't like it." And the tall Ziggy is just looks at you, squints his eyes. You don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah, I know. It's a slippery slope. It's a dangerous road. But the way I see it, if I kept her out, then she would be doing something else. She's clever like that. You know, she'd be climbing out of the window, maybe getting into some other gang, spray painting things on walls or who knows what. So better to keep her within arm's length.
Ziggy goes,
kinda.
The tall one, he says, because you think you're a exemplary brother yourself, and you can keep her under control.
Certainly gonna try.
As you say that, you turn to look where she is, and she isn't there.
Ah!
And Carla is talking to someone else.
Carla, where'd Hannah go?
What? She was here just a minute ago. Don't worry.
I thought you had her.
Right,
and then I go off looking for Hannah. I'm going to start at the entrance, looking around there just in case she was already on her way out or taken by somebody or whatnot, and then work my way in, specifically looking at bars or anywhere with drinks, because I know that was her priority, and then looking for boys.
Okay, so you leave the party, you go back up the streets, yeah?
No, I have a feeling that she's still around the party unless she's been seen by anyone. I do ask anybody by the entrance of the party itself.
They all just like look at you weird. What? Like he bring his sisters here? What the hell? No, we have not seen her. No, she's not here. She must be down there in the long tunnel over there. Whatever, you know, this point in the darkness, you know.
Oh, good grief.
You hear a commotion, you walk down that corridor, you approach the destination they pointed at, and you hear your sister crying, shouting. She's around the corner. There is possibly, I don't know, a torchlight or something there, a brasero going. And you see the shadow of a couple punks arching over her silhouette and pushing her.
I'd call out, Hannah!
Vic!
And begin hustling in that direction.
There's 6 obviously drunk punks literally on top of her, just making fun of her. Like, you know, pulling her clothes, playing with her hair, slithering their hands against her thighs, making her drink, forcing her to smoke.
Okay, all right, break it up.
Who are you? Just fuck up.
I'm her brother. Back up.
You're nobody. You don't even look like a punk. Fuck off, you get in trouble here.
No, please, just back up. Let me take her. We weren't supposed to be here.
One of them stands up while the other keep hold of your sister. You know this guy? His name is Hayden. And he looks bleak. He looks like a drug addict. And his eyes are so dark, so caved. He's kind of the regular face of the local suburbs, you know, just a failure. And he's young, huh? He's 20 maybe, 22. He walks up towards you. And there's something so suddenly chilling about his approaching you. There is something just terrifying about him. His eyes don't show. His eye sockets are so caved. You don't see light reflected in his eyes. Just walk up towards you, and he says in just a cavernous voice, just fuck off, like that. Allez, first roll of the campaign. Roll resolve plus composure, please.
Oh. Are we starting at 0 rage?
Yeah, you're not Garou yet. Pretty good. You stand your ground. He's a head taller than you. And he's just face to face now, and there's still no eyes, quoi. You don't know if it's just you know, and he begins to smoke, you know, just blows the smoke into your face. He pushes you on the chest. You stumble back. What do you do? You're supposed to be.
You're kind of funny looking.
You're the funny one, you creature. And he throws his cigarette at you. It bounces on your chest. Your sister is behind, trying to get away. They're laughing at her, holding her firm. And something just, when you're just about to make a decision, but something appears from behind them all. Yeah, you're facing them. You're facing Hayden. Behind him, your sister and the group of punks. And behind them all, coming from the sewer, you see the shape of a massive dire wolf. Gray with Rudy, red, a red chest. And this thing just walks in and starts to growl at them. The most terrifying growl, the biggest, it echoes through it all. And everyone scatters. You see, Hayden is taking a moment. He doesn't seem to he's just analyzing. And he looks at the drooling maw of that enormous wolf. You've never seen a wolf in the sewers. Yet, and a big wolf like that. Everyone scatters. Hayden, after a couple seconds of calculation, just is gone. And your sister is left in front of that big wolf.
Holy shit, that's a big dog. Does it look like it's focused angrily on Hannah?
Not especially, not particularly. It steps back and recedes in the shadows.
I've never seen a dog that big.
This wasn't a dog. Your forehead.
You think it was a bear?
This was a demon. All right. Robert. Your turn. We're in the same city district. East Berlin. Rummelsburg. Industrial estate, industrial district. And there's a branch of the Spree River that goes out and forms a lake. Still attached to the river, but you have this sort of quieter place in the middle of the industrial district. And it's early evening, cold and snowy. You're sitting on a bench with one of your cats. This one, I don't know if you have named it, but your friends like to call it Zebra, because it's basically a zebra sort of cat. Very wide looking, with black stripes. And two friends of yours are here with you. Lina, the flower girl, and Carl, the homeless boy. Lina is a frail and skinny girl. She is very she's slow, calm, never hurry. Always in a dreamy sort of state. You know that her thing is to gather lizard tails. So with it she can buy her ticket back from a raven. So he can bring her back to the world of flowers, where we all come from. And Carl is this boxer, street brawler, protector, heavy countryside German accent, proud. Tough Carl. Street boy as well. Seen it all, is beaten, battered, never complaining. The three of you are sitting on benches facing the Rummelsburg district lake. And this evening it's the funeral of your latest pet rat. How are you managing the loss? And how do you go about getting rid of the body of that dead rat that followed you everywhere?
We've gotten a bit of newspaper to kind of wrap them up in, and tried to dig a small grave, but the ground being frozen, kind of fruitless. So very sadly, we decided, okay, we'll just have to kind of put them out to the water. Don't just toss them in the lake, but we'll put them in the water, let them flow downstream. Think about some memories, the first time I found him, getting him to actually trust me and not run away. And then after that, it was, every time, where'd he go? Oh, he's right there. He's always right over there, even when you think he's not. And we'll probably do that for a few days. We'll be like, where is he? And then that biting memory of he's not going to be there ever again.
Lina stands up. She had brought flowers, and she just lay them in the water by the floating corpse of your friend, and the flowers and the rat just flow slowly away from your benches. Carl is still sitting. You'll be okay, bro. You'll be okay. You'll get another one. There's plenty to choose from.
Nah, they won't be the same.
Don't be so harsh, says Lina. This one was the best rat that ever existed. Loved it so much. And she starts to cry, but she's so much more sad than you are.
Totally doesn't show it, but yeah. He doesn't start crying because Lena's crying. He's totally crying.
Something just lands in the water nearby the floating newspaper wrapped rat and the flowers. It hits the flowers. There's a splash. And another one. A stone flies by and just nearly hits your rat.
Start looking around. Who's throwing rocks?
The butcher boy, Hans. Big red cheeks. Tough little boy. Always looking bored. They just throw casually like little stones towards your rat. Just another rat, Lukas. What do you care? How many dead animals do you think I see every day? And he throws another rock, nearly hits your rat.
Hey, stop it! At least I care about something. You don't care about anything.
I care about stuff. I do. I care about my job. Care about my job. Care about how well I do my job. I care about stuff. I have meaning.
We all have meaning. Even my rat had meaning. So stop or I'll throw rocks in your grave.
He sits down on the bench. He's an old friend of yours too, yeah? He has his ways. But he fed you more than once. Just as he's doing now. He unwraps, little paper bag and starts to share a big sausage, big German sausage. There you go, guys. Dinner. Carl and Lina just suddenly she has like the most cheerful eyes. She's just completely forgotten about her sadness. Carl just grabbed his piece. Lina just bites at it like animal. Hans doesn't even partake.
We'll sit down next door.
Say?
I would say we'll sit down next to Hans and mouthful of sausage, arm around his shoulder. I know you care, man. It's tough.
And Hans, the butcher boy, pulls something else from his pocket and he shows it to Lina. He opens his palm and in there you see 3 small lizard tails. And Lina just look at it and, where do you find this? But it's winter. I don't get it. Don't mind. Maybe at the zoo. Maybe not. Maybe in the sewers where it's warm. Anyway, they're yours for your collection, my dear. So the raven know that you are their friend. She goes like, yeah, oh, thank you. You know, she's just like, as if it was her birthday. You know, like, and she shouts, you know, ravens, look, I've got my money. Soon I have enough for my ticket. Remember, you promised. Oh, and suddenly she has this. She goes towards you, Lukas. She looks at you. You love pets, do you?
Yeah. They help in more ways.
Do you know, I talked with if I didn't talk, you know this man, Udo? Udo is one of the homeless people. He's one of the elderly homeless in the Rummelsburg district. Kind of like the sage. He's the sage. And old Udo, because he trades book with me. He says he likes flowers, and he says that I should read stuff, and so he gives me books in exchange for flowers. So, you know what? I've read a book. I've read a book from beginning to end, and it tells the story of the first pets. You know, Lukas, first pets. Do you know who were the first pets?
No, birds?
No, man. They were wolves. The first wolves, they were tamed. And you know, thanks to who? You know how we did it?
No.
Thanks to women, Lukas. It's because of women that we have dogs, you know? Because, you know, no animal had been tamed yet, yeah? There was no cause, like we're talking like cavemen. And there was no cause, no animal husbandry, nothing like, you know. We had no milk. The only milk we had was from our women. And at the time, only a woman could imprint a wolf pup, you know? Because that's the only way you can tame a wild animal, you know? Is by replacing his mother and giving him your milk. And because there was no cause, and then the woman did it. So it's because only woman could breastfeed a puppy. You know? That's how it happened. I'm a woman too, you know?
Maybe in a couple more years.
Maybe I can breastfeed a wolf. One of those days, make it my pup.
Yes, I'm sure that would happen. This is something that Lukas says often when she's saying these weird stories.
Yes.
He just gets to a point where he disagrees. Yes, of course.
Well, as soon as I have milk, I'll let you know, guys. And I'll let you taste it. Because you know what? They say it's like liquid meat. If you want my milk when I have some, I'll be happy to share. And then we'll survive. Always.
Lukas just is looking at, very oddly, like not sure what to make out. Like his thought process, teenage boy emotion is just like, wait, what? No, what?
Yeah.
Anyway, eat some sausage to the cat. We're gonna ignore that now.
That's it. Meow. Zebra is meowing, and you see that Carl he's hugging Lina. Carl, the street brawler protector, is hugging her just as if to thank her for her offer. And he has those mittens, yeah. But you see the tip of his fingers. And he's hugging Alina, facing you, looking at you, just smiling at you. And you notice the tip of his fingers are rotting. Seriously, like, you know, losing, like, the flesh is going.
Yeah, we need to find somewhere inside. Get out of this cold.
It's not the cold, man, he says. It's not the cold. I don't know. Just shut up, will you? Meow, meow. Yes. I think that's when that scene ends. So you've guessed it. Mike, it's your turn. Let's go and pay a visit to Alek. Alek, you're 10 years old. And you live in Białystok, the same little town where Alina spends half of her time when she's not with her grandmother in the woods. You've lived in Białystok since forever. You're 10 years old. And you live there with your mother, Yola, who's 35. Big, beautiful, blonde, blue eyes, long fingers, perfect mother. You live with Yola, your mother, and Przemek, your brother, your older brother, who's only 13 years old. Has as well blonde, blue eyes, just like his mother. Well, you have brown eyes and brown hair. And you're playing in front of your house. It's snowing. It's early evening. The moon is up high. It's full moon tonight. You're playing in front of the house in that little town under the snow. You have a stick in your hand and you're toying with the body of a dead mouse that is being recycled by a bunch of slugs. The rotting corpse of that mouse is being eaten alive by slugs who have gathered to eat. And you're toying with your stick. What's the thought of Alek as he plays around with death?
Oh, well, my first thought, this kid needs to go to a doctor, but I think in his mind it's, would he know his father at this point?
You have seen your father once a year.
Once a year?
Yeah.
I think, like, the idea, he's 10 years old, he probably doesn't understand the concept of dying or death yet. So it's just kind of like morbid, like, fascination. Like, he doesn't know that he probably shouldn't be doing this. So he's like maybe getting like his face like way too close to it. Or he's like just, if someone walked by and saw this, they'd be concerned with how he's looking at this dead rat.
Slugs are doing their things. Their thing that they consume, transform. And you're doing your thing. And your mother calls from inside the house. See, it's gray and cold and getting darker outside. Snowing. There is the warm light coming from inside. You hear her voice through the, coming out through the little window, the frail window. Alek! Alek, come in! Come in now! It's getting late.
I think he'll like immediately drop the stick and like kick the rat like into like the bush or somewhere, or like a sewer grate. Like toss the stick away and start like making his way back to the house.
It's a small house. It's like a living area, kitchen, a stove, one door leading to the one bedroom. Very small house. It's super warm in there. Just intensely, but you love it. And the contrast when you come from outside and you enter this hearth. Hearth or hearth?
I think it's hearth.
Hearth. Your mom is there with your brother. And she calls you in. So it's time to look at it's time for the reading. Come on, sit down. Sit on my lap. Come on, sit here. She has set up a couple, laid down a couple books on the tables. And your brother is on the other side of the table, toying with a little wood block. And with small sharp tools, he's carving little figurines. Doesn't look at you when you enter. Shows no sign of, acknowledging you in. He's just utterly fascinated by what he's doing. And those little figurines are very deadly. They're awesome looking. And he has a whole collection of them, and he's always doing that. He's a bit of an introvert. He doesn't speak much. He doesn't speak very well. But he's very good with his hands. Your mother doesn't pay attention? Yeah?
I think as I walk in and she like call me over to sit on her lap, sort of like a little kid, like, I'm not sitting on your lap. I'm not a baby anymore. I'll go like pull over like a chair or sit next to her, or like maybe like far away from her, and like be independent as I see what books are on the table.
Okay. And she tosses you a book, and it's about America. It's about the Grand Canyons, Arizona, Colorado. It's about the wild places in America. She says, go on.
I think that has his immediate attention. He immediately just zones out the whole rest of the room as he just flips through the pages.
Yeah. Now read. Read, look, and remember. Huh? Then you pick the next book. Next one is about Alaska. This place isn't the only one. It's not the end of the world here. There's the whole wide world that awaits you, little Alek. You'll see.
I think he like mutters to himself like underneath his breath, like I'm gonna see all of it.
One day soon, maybe, But even here, maybe it's going to change, huh? In Poland. Poland, maybe one day we'll use those fancy American cars to go shopping, buy bananas and all sorts of exotic fruits and strange machines. But
I don't think he's listening to her. He's just like so focused on sort of like, is it in English or Polish book? Can he actually like understand the words?
I think it's been smuggled somewhat. Probably, possibly it's in American. Yeah, so you're
So he
learning.
doesn't understand a word, but he's just like so like focused on the pictures. Just like
Yes.
daydreaming about someday being in America.
Awesome. She goes on. You know, to travel, you got to be a good boy, Alek. Do you understand? You've got to be strong, Alek. Do you understand? Alek?
Like half like not even looking up, like saying like I understand as he's just staring straight down.
Hey, Alek, go, take this coupon. She hands you over this little piece of paper, which is worth like 5 something. And with it, you know that you can buy stuff at the shop. Go, the shop are still open. Go get us some sugar, yes? Take this coupon, go to the shop and come back, yeah? I'll make some nice cookies for us now, yeah?
He like puts the book down, takes the coupon. Does he know how valuable a coupon is?
I'd say so. At 10 years old, you know the difference between 5 and 10, and you know that 5 is equals cookies, yeah? Get some sugar for us, yes?
I think. Yeah, he'll like go, but I think he might maybe is his brother fiddling with like a pocket knife?
His brother is using chisels.
Would he have like a small like pocket knife? He could like someone like a Boy Scout would have, like one of those little ones.
Yeah?
I think he would go grab that, like stuff in his pocket, and then head out to the store.
Okay. All right. For protection?
For protection, yeah.
Ah. Awesome. You open the door. You're about to step out. There is this tall man standing right in front of the entrance of the doorway. He was just about to knock at the door, possibly, as you opened the door and began to rush. You nearly bump in him. It's your father.
I think he looks up, almost awestruck, like wide eyes. Maybe he didn't think he was supposed to come for a few more months. He probably only comes on birthdays, just for a checkup or something like that. So he's completely off schedule.
That's
but also
right.
a part of his mind he's no cookies, shit.
He's in military uniform. Polish army. Brown hair, brown eyes. Large, bushy brows touching each other. 35. Young, athletic, strong. Smells men. And he looks severely. He looks really hard at you, down.
I don't think he registers the look. Sort of blank face, turns in, opens the door wide, goes to mom, or calls out to his mother and be like, "Father's home."
And she goes, she just closes her book, she doesn't look happy at all. You know that they're together. From what you've understood, they're together. They call each other wife and husband. She called him, Marek. And she's Yola. And he kind of every time he leaves, he kisses her on the cheek. They're very distant. There's something that separates them. You don't understand. Maybe it's like that to be parents. You don't know. He looks very elegant.
I think he.
1980s
I would say, like-
uniforms are pretty elegant. Tall boots and stuff. He steps in the house.
Would be like all like sort of like childlike innocence, like say, why are you so early? Because you're not supposed to be home yet.
He smiles at you, showing his teeth. He looks delighted by this question. It's time to go, kiddo. It's time to go.
Looks to his mom. Go where? Is what's his brother's name?
Shemek.
Is Shemek coming? He asked his mom, not his dad.
She's like frozen. And he steps further in the house. He closes the door slowly. And he kind of answers for her. Your mother has taken good care of you. Very good care of you. She loves you very much, you know, Alek. Now, I'll do the same. Because I love you too. I have to do what's necessary now, Alek. It's time you come with me now. Say goodbye to mother. On that,
I think
yeah,
with tears starting to like build up in his eyes, he's gonna be like, I don't want to go. This is my home. I like it here.
he just puts a hand on your shoulder, stroke your neck, your hair. I understand, kiddo. That you're my pup now, you know? And he talks to Yola, yeah? Your mother. Because she negates, like she goes, no, don't do that. No, not yet. He's not yet ready. And your father, Marek goes, I gave you 2 extra years. 2 years because I am kind. I am not kind. Am I not kind enough? I was already supposed to take him at age 8. You so convincingly insisted. Love, let go now. Let go. She stands up. She walks towards you. He squeezes your neck and just stops you from reaching her. It is time. We need to know what this kid is truly capable of. There is no other way. He has to pass the test. You have protected him long enough. And he looks at Przemek, your brother. Hopefully he's not a failure like this one. Przemek doesn't pay attention. Maybe he nods at his dad. Hey, Dad. And he goes back to his carving. And Yola goes, but what if you're wrong? What if he's not what you want him to be? Look at what you've done to Przemek. The poor boy never recovered. Marek says, no, go get his things. Don't make me waste my time.
I think he's gonna try to make a run for it. It like try like to squeeze out from his grip, like cry, like say like I'm not going, and try like to bolt out the door.
Mm-hmm. You just slip away, just like you bomb past him, rush for the door. So, but you feel his hand grabbing your collar, You two, don't make me waste my time.
I think he reaches for the knife in his pocket.
Okay. You stab him?
He's gonna try.
Mm-hmm. He lets you. And he takes the knife. You know, he squeezes the blade. It's your turn now, kiddo. Come with me. Come with me, Pop. The blood flows along his wrist. All right. Get this in here. We'll take a little break. And we're halfway through. Getting there, warming up. It's cool. It's nice to be there.
Yeah, this is pretty intense so far. I'm loving seeing the origin stories panning out little by little.
Yes. Yes, I love it. And you each of you do something a little bit like, I was like, what? That's the kind of character you are. Okay. You know?
little bit of crazy.
I
Yeah.
think this kid's about to be a little psychopath.
Little bit.
I'm not expecting the rat scene. I'm like, oh. I think as soon as the rat scene came up, I'm like, oh, he's gonna be like a future criminal minds suspect. It's about to be wild.
All right, Bob, I'll
And
see you.
so far,
Yes?
have you seen a bear that big? That's the best so far.
Well, I'll see you in a
break
couple of
time. I'll
minutes,
be right
yeah?
back.
Okay.
Alina? You're at your grandmother's house. You just woke up in her bed. When you spend time at your grandmother's, you both sleep in the same bed. There's only one bed there. There's a big attic, but it's not used. Two rooms downstairs. One communal room, where the stove is and kitchen. And a small room, a small bedroom. And you're in that small bedroom. Just woke up there, alone in the bed. You hear the grandmother is simply preparing breakfast next door.
Nice. I'm hungry.
Yes, you can smell the smell of breakfast being prepared. Pancakes? Yeah. And you're under this
Stretch a
big...
little bit.
Yes. You're under this big duvet. Enormous duvet. In this small country house room. It's winter. End of winter. It's raining outside. You stretch and you had this dream. You're half there. Still. What was this dream about, Alina?
It was a specific tree that had a very weird shape. The shape was like a Greek gamma, so it was like a big curve on the tree. It didn't have many leaves on it. Couldn't make if it was. I don't know. It was not winter, but it was not spring either. It was dark, but there was light. that was strange. And there was a bird sitting on the tree. Couldn't make what kind of bird was it, but it was looking at me. And its gaze was sharp, like piercing through my soul. The bird needed something but couldn't understand. It gave a noise and then it flew away. And then there was another kind of light, a warm light, not the white light that I could see before, and I could feel warmth, but it was not good. It was like fire approaching and circling the whole tree, and I couldn't go anywhere. And I couldn't leave this place. I think this is when I woke up. With a nice smell of the pancakes and the nightmare. Not exactly nightmare because I was not feeling afraid. But it was weird. Very weird.
Something furry tickles your toes, climbs along your legs. A cat.
Aww, come on here.
He
Give
purrs.
some hugs and kisses.
Yes. And when he's this little snout out of the in the air and the fresh air of the room, he smells the breakfast and just he bombs through towards the kitchen and start to meow at the door for you to open it.
Yes, I'm ready to go. I will put something on me because it's very cold. And look outside the window for a little bit.
It's raining.
Then go to the kitchen. I can't wait for the winter to be over. How are you, Grandma? What you cooking?
Hello, my love. How you doing? Had a good night? Sleep?
I feel rested. So this dream with the tree again.
Oh,
I think it's not the first time.
you do like this dream, don't you?
In the beginning, it always feels safe. Then it always goes crazy one way or the other.
You just,
Maybe we should plant a tree
oh,
to our backyard.
I'd love that. What a brilliant idea. Oh, lovely. Come here, my love. Give me a hug. She sets aside her little, kitchenware and stuff. She lives.
I'm not a kid anymore, Grandma.
Come here, give me a hug. Give a hug to your granny,
Oh.
Fabi.
Okay. Don't tell anyone about it. You will ruin my groove.
Fabiola is her name. Fabi. Oh, some of her friends call her Fabulous.
I can't see why.
Fabiola Goral means from the mountain. Her skin is covered in rash. She isn't doing very well. Some call it skin cancer. But you don't know. She'll be okay. She's strong, grounded, large thigh, large, waist. Very strong woman. Gray hair. She's only in her 60s. She looks way older. And since she got that skin condition, she's been looking even older. She gives you that hug, and then this hug turns into something more solid, more like grounded, as in like, you know, she just like puts you in some place. Like then she holds your shoulder. She looks strong at you, and her gaze just suddenly flashes. There's a flash, and you see birds of prey eyes in her. She looks at you like a bird of prey. And then she turns around and goes doing the cooking. And works on her pile of pancakes.
How many days before was the incident with cops? With the police officers?
Maybe it's recent. You want it to be recent?
Okay.
Could be a few months. Could be recent.
Yes, yes. Probably like I saw Mr. Jonathan the other day, Granny. He sent his regards. He said how good and good you have taught me, and that I'm a very good girl.
What? This scam. This all. I mean, he was a kid yesterday.
He's a police officer now.
Gosh. Incredible. Time flies. Is he a good cop?
Yes, the best. If you consider that all of them are pigs.
What kind of business did you have with the police?
Me? Nothing. I just saw him in the streets. They were going to hit some kids. Like they usually do.
She keeps listening, but she keeps busy. She's not looking at you. I see.
Yes. I will tell you more if you agree to tell me a story about my mom again.
Your mom. Might as well. She packs the pancakes.
Over pancakes, eh?
Yeah, she readies them on a plate. She sets the table for breakfast. The cat is on the table. She chases the cat away. Your mom. You're like her. You're strong like her. Talented like her. Yes. She loved what she was doing. She always did everything with passion.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
And she had a grand life. People loved her. Your dad loved her very much. You gotta believe me. He loved her very much. You know that your dad is living in your childhood home. It was left nearly abandoned for a few years after the accident. And somewhat you've held your father responsible for the death of your mother. Since then, when she fell in the lake, just as you arrived. Don't think about that too much. Think about the good things. Your Dad is an asshole, but he did his best to protect her as well, no matter how it seems. Now he's just a drunk. What you want? He's surviving. He's a survivor too. He was talented too, you know?
Yeah, but nothing would have happened if you were there, Grandma. You never told me where you were. Don't remember.
No, I'm sorry. But I'm here now. Be here for a while. She scratches at her skin. I'll be here for a while. Sit down, eat.
You better be. I will.
Now, you remember that story I told you? About mycorrhizal network. Yes, you do.
Your what?
Alina. The microscopic nexus which connects individual plants together to transfer water, nitrogen, carbon, other
Yes,
minerals. Yes. The mycorrhizal network. What if I told you that all the science in the world explain truly nothing of Gaia, of goddess nature, the mother of all?
The same network that send the signals where there is a fire, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, nature knows.
Nature knows. And nature is much more than an idea, a story for American hippies, you know? It is her spirit that connects all living things. Mycelium forms just as she spreads her consciousness. She is the one who bears all the suffering of the living, brings us the food we need. She carries the seed of our future, the future of all creation. She is the spirit at the core of all life, in each of us. There's something I must tell you, dear, something hard to accept. Something awful. Gaia,
What is awful? Oh,
Gaia is sick, my dear.
like your skin?
Yes, just like me. She's dying.
No.
And we don't have much time left to help her get back to her primordial glory. Alina,
So there is a way.
there is a way, but we cannot let her down. We cannot abandon her now when she most needs a hand. You understand, Alina? We must do something to repay the gifts she granted us with. But I speak of something more than oblivious humans do to nature, to tame her, to exploit her for their own gain in order for them to survive. They think they know why they want to live, why they cling so hard onto life. They think they know. But let me tell you that survival is much more than mere instinct. Survival is the law of love, my dear, striving to manifest itself, whichever way. You know I speak of things that are beyond understanding. You know I'm speaking to your heart now. Do you? Can you feel it, Alina?
Yes, Granny.
Can you feel that? That is beating in your heart?
Yes.
And that is beyond time, and above that little kingdom that you will build for yourself and your closed ones so you can simply survive. Everything down here depends on her well-being, and she is sick, just as I am, child. Yes, I'll do my best, but I don't have much time left here. Just like her, I have been poisoned. No one knows if there is a cure. But not for me. I am of no consequence. But for Gaia, you have to find a cure. The cure to all illness and suffering that is corrupting even the purest among us. Do you know what is the source of evil, Alina?
As humans.
Division is the source of evil. But weirdly enough,
Yes, I know.
it is also the source of life. It is complicated, my child. Remember, the battle is a spiritual one. And the enemy is within already. And she goes, I'm sorry, I just feel like I must feel like a bore to you, girl. You just dream of painting the world with the bright colors you see in your mind. You must think that I'm going crazy or what? Have another pancake.
I don't want to eat anymore.
Suddenly there is a bang coming from outside, from the woods. A gunshot. Someone fired a gun. You know the sound of a gun.
Not in our woods.
Your dad, Leonard, has a gun. He sometimes uses to shoot to keep the wild beast at bay. But your dad is no hunter. He's just too drunk all the time for that. There must be some kind of lunatic out there in the woods nearby. And the bang echoes. And you hear the sound of a bird crying, a strident cry.
I stand up and I look at Grandma and someone is in our woods, Granny.
She frown, darkly looks inside herself, stands up, opens the door, listens. She sniffs. Yes, they're hunting. I don't know what to say. These guys, they're hunting for sport.
Tell them to leave. We should tell them to leave.
All right. She grabs her shawl. Throw ones on you. And you go out. You hear the barking of a dog. The two of you walk hurriedly through the forest. Everything is wet. Glittery, wet. No sign of the dog. No sign of the hunter. But you hear the cry of the bird again.
That way, Granny, that way.
She follows you, clumsily. You arrive. And you discovered an injured falcon lying in the ground on the wet soil and the moss. The falcon is obviously about to draw its last breath.
I ran toward it and I'm trying to, I take my coat or whatever I'm wearing to cover it and take it. Who shoots such a beautiful bird?
It's a falcon.
It's not for food.
She's pregnant. And the bird
What should we do, Granny?
is big. Yeah. I don't know. It's too late. She will die.
No, Granny, I don't want it to die.
Maybe we can do something
I will
about
take
the
it
eggs.
back to the house.
All right, let's bring her back.
What?
Let's bring her back.
Nah. Let's take it back.
You walk back towards the wooden house. The two of you. With the dead falcon. Full of eggs. Alright, we'll cut the scene here. Robert? Lukas? It's been a few months since last scene. Carl has been sicker and sicker. His extremities are rotting. He has some kind of condition that makes like the end of his ears fall down, the tip of his fingers rot, the tip of his toes rot. The boy is still taking part into, street brawls and underground box matches and stuff. But with such suffering, you see your friend is really struggling. You have seen that going on, and you've managed to arrange some kind of meeting with the kind of a cheap drug dealers of sorts. They've assured you that they have what Carl needs. They have a medicine for him. He wants to go out? Sorry, cat emergency. Alright. So, the two of you are in one. Carl and you and Lukas are in one of those dark alley street, in this Rummelsburg industrial district. And those dealers are coming. You have the cash. They've asked for just so much money, which is not truly nothing much, Basically everything you could possibly gather, over 6 months of petty stealing, savings, asking around, begging. All the money in the world you ever had, you've gathered, and with Carl, you're meeting those drug dealers. You're facing that group. They came 6 of them. Understand? You got the money?
Yeah, you got what you said you got? Yes, you have what you said?
Yes. Show us the money. Carl looks at you like something isn't right.
Yeah, I don't like this either. Be ready to bolt. Yeah, I got it right here. No, kind of hold it out, still close to my pocket.
And you put your hand in your pocket. One of them, like very jumpy kind of guy, possibly like a drug addict of some sort, like sweaty and just shaky. Just he just pulls out a gun out of his pocket. The other guy just put a hand on his forearm. Just chill out, man. Chill out. Just a regular deal. What? Fucking okay. I'm okay, but look, I thought he had a gun. You never know with those street children. Don't know what they are. Way older than they're supposed to be. All right, give it the cash.
This look like. Let's see the medicine.
Let me count the money first.
No. I want to see the medicine first.
They form a half a circle. And they begin to enclose you, encircle you. 6 adults. Drug dealer, addicts, punks, fucking knackers. Something is just wrong here.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Carl and we're running. Before they manage to close in the circle, we take off.
Okay, let's do a little roll there, yeah? What's it gonna be? Dexterity, athletic, or larceny, or streetwise, possibly.
I was thinking streetwise to realize that they're up to no good.
Yes. Yeah, let's do a good mix. Dexterity, streetwise.
Okay.
Ooh. You make it out. But Carl doesn't. They grab Carl. They start to search him. And 3 of them are on Carl and 3 of them are on you. Do you keep running?
No, we're going to turn back around, try to dodge past the 3 that are chasing me, and push the guys off of Carl.
Okay. So, what's it gonna be? A strength brawl?
Oh, this is going to be good. Hey, as good as I could get.
Nice. I think the 2 guys, the 3 that were running after you, they didn't expect you to just turn around. So suddenly you burst through them, and you sneak past, and rush toward the 3 that are occupied with Carl, who is tough one, yeah. They're already brawling with him. One of them is trying to hold the gun up, out of Carl's reach. And you just slam into them all. Everyone just loses balance. And the 2 of you with Carl have just a little window when you can try and make for it again. Roll for dexterity.
Run, Carl, get out of here.
Yes. Roll for dexterity and athletics. Very nice. You run, the 2 of you. Pass a couple corners. metal stairs and whatnot. You know the city, you know this industrial district very well. And you got away. I imagine you climbed a series of like metal stairs alongside a building, behind a factory. And you can see the guys, they run below you, you know, in this little alley. Where the fuck are they? Gonna find you! I know your name! Lukas! Lukas! Caern! And they skulk their way. They were like, you know, on you, but you see them pass. They turn around, pass the corner, and they're gone. See that Carl is missing on his right hand. He's missing the flesh of his of the tip of his finger, the last knuckles. They are bare bones. And as he sees, as you watch that, he hides his hand, he clenches his fist and hides it in his pocket. We're cool, man. I'm good. Good. Fuck that. Those bastards. At least we didn't lose the money. You did well. You're a hero.
I just give him a hug. Don't worry. We're going to figure this out. We'll get you some help.
And Carl breaks in tears. That's the first time in your life you saw that tough bastard burst in tears.
I awkwardly look away so I'm not watching him in a moment.
All right. Sorry, it just good to count on someone at least. Damn, how long have we known each other, bro? Sick of this city. It's sick of this regime, of all this shit. This life. I'm going to box them all to death. I'm going to box this fucking factory. And he starts to just punch with his bare fist into the wall. You stand on these metal stairs. He punched in the walls of this factory. He loses the other half of his other hand. Bits of flesh fall off his knuckles. And he keeps punching and keeps punching. Shouts and cries. No blood is flowing from those wounds. He falls on his knees. He's put his back on the wall. His head on his forearm, on his knees. You see it's really like it's just bare bones, no both hands. It's bloody on the upper part. But the tips are just now bare bones. Fucking gonna box this town to death.
No, you're right. Screw this town. Let's find somewhere better. Let's get out of here.
He stands up. Let's go to your place, what? I don't know. I like your little place by the lake. In the hedgerows.
Yeah. Go get some rest.
You head off. carefully leave that area, making dead sure that no one follows you, that those punks are not after you anymore. And you walk through those awfully looking streets and alleys. Some workers here and there filling trucks. Smell of metallurgy and metalworks and other stuff going on. Machines rumbling behind metal doors and cars passing by. Zombie-looking workers doing their duty for the regime. And you're about to leave that sector. Be on your way to the woods that are near that lake, inside which you have hidden your little shack. But there is where a man stands. Just, he has a hat. He looks like Columbo. He has this trench coat, beige trench coat, beige hat. Not classy, not super poor, a bit dirty, but some kind of like nicer shoes, polished, but not too polished. And he sees you passing by and says, "Hey, Brent."
What do you need, old man?
What do I need? You look like the one who is in need of help. Look, I saw what happened there. I'm sorry, I arrived too late. I missed. I would have helped. I swear. One thing I hate most of all is lie. And I swear, you can trust me. I would have helped if I'd arrived on time. And he opens his trench coat and shows a gun inside. Hides it. Look, my friend. Next time you need some help, or whatever, you know I'm there. Just let me know. I'll be there. My name is Hardwin. You know, I help you. You help me. We help each other, right? Just so it's fair, no lie between us. What do you think? Life sucks enough as it is. We can at least do that for each other, yeah? Look, you could be my eyes and ears around here in the streets, yeah? Could use a man like you. Quick on his feet, cat's eyes. You could do well for yourself, you know? And me? Protect you. I can even, I don't know, help you feed your pets and whatnot. Carl goes, and we don't need your fucking help. You're just another one of those, yeah? You smell the Stasi. Fucking cop, aren't you? What if I am? What's your name? Go fuck yourself. He smiles. And you, boy? Man, what's your name?
Lucas. And whisper to Carl, he might be able to help.
Carl sighs. He's just about, you see, like Carl is just fuming. He's just as if he was about to take off, you know? And just he sighs again. He looks at you, just. Carl, listen. Really, I think the two of you make the dream team. You guys are different. You guys have something. You help me. I help you. I bring you food, money, protection. Keep an eye out. Keep a low profile. You don't need to do anything crazy for me. No lies between us. And yes, I'm the Stasi. We're not all the same. I'm telling you, not all the same. Says you, Lukas. You in on it?
Look at him long and hard, really weighing the situation. Okay, no lies. We need a doctor. My friend needs a doctor. You get him the help he needs. I will be your eyes.
I've got you. Alright, let's get here. Thanks. Viktor. It's been a couple months.
Okay.
After the last scene, your sister has been just on a downward spiral,
No.
abusing herself with glue, sniffing glue, smoking, drinking, going to parties you were not even invited. And she really,
Oh no.
your parents don't even know about it. They don't want to know about it. They're always arguing with each other. You're a little older now. Something changed, I think, in Viktor's life. You saw possibly friends making mistakes, saying yes to the wrong people, no to the wrong people. And they disappeared or ended up junkies. And you know that your sister is on the brink of something tragic. So you became closer and closer to Father Ralph Mayer, who made a fresh youth pastor of you.
Ah.
What age are you? I think it's
Okay.
I think you turned 18. You turned 18. You're a young adult. and you have a new purpose. Have you let go of drugs and all of where you? Well, how do you see that now? How do you see that sister issue and yourself in that world?
I think there might be it's difficult to let go of an old life, especially in just a few months. Would still be trying to be connected to Carla, Ed, and Ziggy.
Maybe this is not a job yet.
And-
Maybe you were invited to change side. Let's say maybe, the door is open.
I think it's still trying to live both worlds of the rowdy kid, but also the calm, collected, religious lifestyle as two possible paths of foot in each door. Still trying to get my sister to come to one of these youth groups, but not being able to really control her, and without the parents helping with any kind of influence.
Yeah, and she ran off again. She ran off again. And every time now, it's as if she's going forever. Like she says it's over, and she bolts in a rage and goes, destroy herself in town somewhere. And you never know if it's going to be the last time. So you sort of like you keep an eye on her. It's exhausting. It's responsibility. Your parents don't give a shit. They don't even see that. They don't realize they have so much on their shoulders. They're struggling with their love story that is just a hate story. They both have shit jobs, whatever. They're just submerged. It's too much. And Hannah has gone away, and you find her this time. And yet another one of those back alleys, dirty place in this industrial district. The rumbling of factories nearby, the trains, echoes, It's night. You arrive at the corner, you followed her, you see her finally. She's standing in front of two of the same thugs who tried to rape her. You recognize them. Aiden is there with another one of those thugs. And she hands a bit of money to them. And they hand some kind of little plastic bag to her.
And this is in an alleyway.
Yeah.
And she's still 14?
She'll be
Or is she
15
15
now.
now?
Yeah.
I'll wait at the end of the alleyway for them to finish their business, but I'm also very seen.
Okay.
Not going to interrupt. They're going to do whatever they're going to do.
But you show your presence, yeah?
Yes. Maybe I even perhaps foolishly clear my throat and lean on the wall of the alleyway.
She looks back at you, turns her head again, and continues in fact to chit-chat with those two guys. Hayden looks just as usual with his caved eyes, although you can see today his pupils, and they kind of like do little chit-chat jokes, and she cackles, you know, she chuckles. And you hear you hear her saying something like in the middle of their conversation. Don't mind him. Just don't mind him. Give me that. And Hayden hands her a syringe
Oof.
with red stuff in it.
Okay,
It's
now I
yeah.
see. I get involved.
The other punk just unwraps his belt for her. She will be
Do
injecting.
I?
She will be injecting herself with something red.
Do I have a phone on me, or is this?
Phone.
This is still 70s, right?
This is 1984, 1985. Give yourself 30 years. No, 20. She's about to inject herself.
I shout out, "Hey, hey!"
What are you doing
No!
here?
Don't do that.
And she brandishes her forearm. You know, she has the belt just strapped. She has the syringe with the red stuff in it. She you know, she just like, don't you fucking come near me. I hate you.
Why?
Because you're just like,
No, you don't.
you just try to be my dad or whatnot. I hate you. Hayden steps forward. She says she hates you. Bugger. Get the fuck
Aiden,
out.
what the fuck is that?
This is the best.
What even is that? What did you give her?
He just laughed like an animal. He's on drugs. He must be just completely super high. He takes those psychedelics, maybe, whatever. You see his body moves like as if he was walking on the moon. He's just like such in a good state.
Listen to me, Hannah. You take that, you're gonna end up just like them.
What if that's what I want? I want to feel
Why
good.
would that be what you want?
I want to feel good. I want to feel free. You heard her, big brother. Now either you take part in our little ritual, or you just fuck off.
Are they between me and her? Or are they all kind of standing?
Hayden is between you and her. The other punk is kind of like holding her shoulders as if like a big brother protecting her. And she smiles at him. He snarls at her. She seems completely enthralled.
I stare up at Aiden. Let me take her home. I'll stay out of your hair for the rest of everyone else on the block, but not my sister.
I proposed you.
And I can.
I offered you kindly a solution. You just fuck off. Or you fuck off.
I can help you too. There's ways other than this.
This is the best way out. The best. Come and join us. Last offer. Come.
It's the best way out of life. You know this is just a downward spiral. It's always a downward spiral.
She goes.
And you don't have any right to do that too. No, Hannah! I'm going to try and fight past him to get to the syringe.
Okay. Roll for strength plus brawl.
Aim, but they small kid.
Yeah, you just try to shoulder the guy and rush through him. He grabs you by the collar. Just in fact, he let himself just like he slides to the side. He's still like in this like as if he was on walking on the moon. Like everything is just feels so good in him, and he grabs you by the collar and lifts you back and throw you back, and you fall on your buttock on the cold floor. This dark alley. Just hear the cringing sound of a train, an industrial train that just hammers his brakes forever, like. You hit your head. You're conscious. Oof. She just zack, and then she goes like. And the other guy just goes like unwraps the belt. The silhouette of Hayden is just looming over you. He steps in close to you, snarls, chuckles, and his eye sockets are just again utterly black. His pupils are nowhere.
Can I see this?
You see that, yeah. It's like you don't know if it's the contrast, maybe there is a street light right behind his head. There is something just so odd and off about that man.
I have a couple dots in medicine. Would I be able to attempt to tell if this is a realistic side effect, or if I have a concussion, or something of that nature?
I think at this stage, you have either two options. Either you decide that it's an effect of you hitting your head and the light effect of this street light behind him, or it's Ralph Mayer's Father Ralph Mayer's voice in your head talking about evil demons in the crowd.
Ooh. I think Viktor would be torn in between the two. He just hit his head, so he's in no state to come to any kind of conclusion.
At this very moment, there is a "Hey, you!" A car arrived. The fancy car. Doors open. A man and a woman
shouting.
step out. They rush towards you. The man shouts, "Hey, you!" Hayden is startled.
No, not me, my sister.
The man that rushed out of the car, accompanied by this woman. This man is not yet 30, late 20s. Typical German. Nice haircut, sleek looking, blonde, blue eyes, large shoulders, soft, sleek, grey clothes, nice shoes. There is a confidence about him, and the way he moves is just... He must be a martial artist or some sort. Just, he doesn't wait a second and he throws something. He throws a liquid towards Hayden. While this woman, she's a bit younger than him, early 20s, very German looking, strong nose, small breasts, blonde, blue eyes, German girl. Same clothes. They're the red leaves. And she runs towards your sister. And as Hayden receives, is splashed with that liquid, he starts to yell, cry out of a pain, just all of a sudden, as if he was just sprayed with acid. And he runs off. The other punk just sees his pal just completely like losing it and running off in pain. He just leaves as well. The woman, the blonde German woman, grabs your sister, and the man just lets Hayden go. Calms down, although he was just calm all over, but he was just so authoritative in control. He threw the hand at open palm at you to help you lift yourself up.
Thank you. Are you the police? Wait, you're the red leaves
Yes,
people.
we're here to help. We're friends of Father Ralph. Don't worry. Man, don't worry. You're in good hands now. Take my hand.
I look around. I take the hand, but I look around for my sister.
Julia, sorry. Oh yeah, let's say that this man says, turns around and says, Julia, what's up with her? I don't know, Caspar. She doesn't look great.
They injected her with something.
With what? With this, Caspar. She brandishes the syringe with bits of red liquid in it still. Caspar cringes. Ah, I knew it. He's one of them. Never mind. We'll catch him later.
What is that?
Poison, my friend. The worst kind.
Poison? We need to get her to a hospital. Please, you gonna help me get her to a hospital?
We'll do everything we can. We have what she needs in the car.
How does Hannah look right now? Is she completely out of it? Or
yeah,
fighting,
I think
or...
she's on very high. Yeah, she's like a puppet.
Oof.
Lump. And Julia takes her, bring her to the back of the car. And Caspar says, "You're coming?"
Yeah, I can't leave her. And I follow, making sure to stay close to little sister. I've let her out of my sight one too many times at this point.
She's been a pain. The car takes off, drives away to the Rummelsburg. Don't know how to pronounce it. Rummelsburg, industrial district. Another train goes. Look at the scene right here. Thank you.
The plot thickens.
So last scene for today. We'll be back with Alek. Alek.
That's an evil laugh right there. I don't know if I want you to see it.
Alek, you drove that night with your father for about 2 hours or so. And it was yesterday, yeah? When he brought you to that place in the forest. Some kind of abandoned palace. No one lives there. And it's huge. It's Soviet. Was it some kind of military school of sort? It's not derelict, but it's been abandoned. And you slept there in a cell, some kind of dormitory, slept alone. A man came and gave you breakfast. And you don't know where you are. You look out the window, you just see forest. You're let alone in the morning, the afternoon. You walk those corridors. Everything is empty. No one lives there, and it's just so big, disproportionate. And you're still 10 years old. Yeah, you're 10 years old plus 1 day, 1 day later. What is Alek thinking as he walks these empty spaces?
He's probably a little scared. I think it's more scared because he doesn't understand what's happening. He's scared of the environment itself. If his dad left the knife with him, he probably has that clutched in his hand, or he picked up like something, the whole maybe like a piece of like a brick, just to defend himself. Other than that, he's just almost a little curiously like checking all the rooms, looking around. I think that's it. Yeah.
Your dad didn't leave the knife with you. Yeah, you haven't seen anyone. Just this person. Weird looking. A Russian person, man, around his 30s. The guy who came and served you breakfast in the morning. With this East Russian Mongolian type, slit eye, black eyes, black hair. These weird boots from the Far East. He didn't say a word. He looked at you like he was an animal of sort. Like there was so much wilderness in his gaze. He looked at you like weird. He just left. And you walked this.
Am I able to find the exit to the place?
Yeah. You find a couple of doors. You know, they open up onto the wilderness. and it feels cold, windy. It's not snowy, but the snow is to a crisp, icy, and it's now about evening is coming. Been waiting for your dad. And someone hails you
From outside or inside?
from inside. A woman.
I think he'll turn, he'll follow the voice, but he won't say anything back.
Alek? Alek.
He's gonna try to sneak up on him.
Someone walks up a corridor. And you're kind of behind your corner. Almost sure you're invisible. Like children do, you know. I'm not here. That woman is tall, has very long gray hair, loose. And she's dressed in, how to call it, a glittering gala dress. Silvery glittering dress that ladies wore in the 19th century. Or like, she just looks so old-fashioned. Maybe she's like more like maybe this kind of dress, not as party kind of, very classy gala dress from the 20s or the 30s. And she's in her 60s. She's an old lady, dressed as if she was going to a 1930 ball. Alek, my boy. Come here, sweetheart. Come here. Come to Ophelia.
Does she see me?
Oh, yes. Well,
I
don't think she sees you. She speaks. She just walks toward that corner and she already speaks to you. As if she smelled you. Here you are.
I think he's gonna take a step back, because that's creepy as hell. And say like, how do you know me? Who are you?
I told you, little rascal. I'm Ophelia. They call me Breaks No Deal. So you
That's
can
a
trust.
weird name.
I know, but it's true. I break no deal. You can trust me, boy. Come with me now. Time has come.
For what?
For you to become what you truly are. At least we're gonna make sure of it. We're gonna make sure of who you are. You will see. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. We're not here to harm you. You're not here to be put in any sort of danger. Everyone here is a friend.
Would I remember when they took my older brother and then he came back all strange?
What if you did?
I think he'd me be like, "Oh, this is bullshit," or like not like I could kind of like probably rationalize that much or like think about that critically, but he would like kind of associate with, oh, my dad took my brother like years ago. He was a normal kid. Came back, weird, and my dad doesn't talk to him anymore. Now she's telling me when I'm taken that it's gonna be okay. It was immediately just like no trust whatsoever.
You bolt away? You try and make an escape?
I think he would try to like maybe like throw a rock at her, like a really small one, and be like, "See ya."
Well, you step out of that corridor, take the exit, and find yourself outside of that compound. And right in front of you, there's a huge, humongous, black, like coal black wolf, just growling at you, looking at you with gigantic yellow eyes, drooling. And
I
Ophelia
think he just stops dead in his track.
Yes.
Just stops dead in his track. Like, what the fuck?
Yes. It's all right. It's all right. Ophelia is here for you. I break no deal, like I said. You can trust me, boy. Come. They are waiting for you. Your dad is waiting. It is time.
How you pronounce my brother's name again?
Your father? Your
no,
brother's
my
name?
brother.
Shemek.
Did you tell Shemek it was gonna be all right too? I say to her.
Yes. And he is, isn't he?
But it wasn't.
Oh, but
He's not the same.
he's not the same, but it's for the better. Don't worry about him. He's in a good place with your mom. Now come. She grabs your hand and she holds so tight. It's near painful. And she walks fast and she's tall. She nearly drags you. And when she realizes that, she kind of like, she just stops. She just lets you go. She stops. She just breathes. Now, can we walk? Follow me. And behind you is the wolf. You follow?
What color hair did the guy who gave me my food was?
Black.
Black.
Mm.
I think he'll like follow. Has no other choice to.
She leads you into a big building, a circular building, where there is some kind of arena inside. And there are two individuals there standing near the middle of that large arena. Your dad and another man. And that man is kind of like walking back and forth, and your dad is standing straight on, just firmly. And the two of them look in your direction when you enter that arena.
I don't think he says anything. I think he's just very nervously standing there, scared.
It's all right, boy. Go on. And she leads you towards
Go on where?
the center. The wolf just starts to sprawl and sprawl in circles around the space at the bottom of those stairs. There is this huge Soviet sign at top of there. The whole place is in disrepair.
I think he's just waiting for someone to address him.
Mm-hmm. Your dad keeps very quiet. He doesn't even acknowledge you. He just looks at you straight in the eye. The other man, the same. The wolf keeps turning around, and Ophelia breaks no deal. She stands kind of like they all leave you in the middle of that space. You're left alone, a little boy in the middle of that space, and they step back away from you. And the wolf starts to howl, like a dull and low howl. Then there is another man.
So I get the sense they're like waiting for a reaction from me.
Not really. Just the howl of this wolf just, I think, is terrifying. There is something in the air so dangerous. And you're now like just pinpointed like in the middle of that space. Yeah, the man has brown hair, big messy beard. He's dressed in an old, weird Slavic fashion. As if he was like a Genghis Khan sort of like kind of guy. And he walks back and forth, and you see that he starts to sing a song tuned into the howl of the wolf. A song in a language you don't know. Made of growls and roars and some words. Is it half Russian maybe? What is this? He sings that song tuned into the howl of the wolf. And your father is not in military uniform anymore. He looks like dressed for gardening. He's in some kind of civilian farming clothes. He holds a bundle of burning sage. And he has lit the sage and agitated that burning bundle, and like puffs of plumes of smoke, sage smoke just starts to, go in the air everywhere. Smells of sage. And Ophelia stands maybe half a dozen meters away from you in her weird moonshine gala dress, her long gray hair. And she speaks to you, but in a tongue you've never heard again, similar to the one the other man is singing, but it's like it's a tongue made of growling. But she's articulating stuff there. There are like sequences, like sentences. She peers intently at you with her gray eyes. She slowly works towards you. And the closer she gets, you see that she begins to sniff, to scent you. And the howl of the wolf gets a pitch higher and a pitch higher every time she makes a step. And the song goes faster and faster. And your father agitates the sage. And she's taken another step. She keeps talking that guttural tongue. And then she comes so close to you, she starts to rub her cheeks on you. You can hear the soft glittering of the glistening sound of her gala dress rubbed on your clothes. And she just she starts to lick you, to sniff you, to smell you. And herself, she smells like forest. She smells like a wild mountain brook. She smells like fresh moss. And she takes a final sort of like deep breathe in. She sniffs you like to the core. And then she sends like a sharp cry, in the air, like, yeah! And all the others, the wolf, your father and the other man, they all shout. And you can see that the moon has risen. You can see part of the moon through the grid of the broken roof. It's like full moon. Not gibbous. Noted. All of them, they shout at the moon, they howl at the moon. Your father, that man, that wolf, Velia. And that stops. How do you feel about it?
I think definitely like shaken. So this is probably not going to be a good memory for a 10-year-old kid to have. If it wasn't for the wolf, he's probably like looking for ways like to run away, especially as she like coming towards him and like the sound was like getting higher and higher and higher. Like sort of like the pace picking up. He definitely was getting more jittery. So he's just frozen with fear right now, looking for any excuse to run.
There is a moment of silence after the collective howl. Your father, Marek, threw the bundle of sage onto the ground. And he says, in that voice that echoes in this arena, half covered in snow, "Is that it?" And Ophelia answers, "Yes. Do you doubt me?" And Marek starts to walk slowly but surely towards you. There is only one way to make sure. You're the one who couldn't resist this. But if he is what he is, he will be okay. Just need to make sure. He walks towards you, Alek, your dad. And his clothes are suddenly torn apart as you see the body of your father just being, as he continues to walk, but he's like, he's turning into a Krynos. Puffs of hair just grows like bangs. His mouth just goes like, he cries in pain. He walks towards you. And he has turned full Krynos. He just towers you and just like roar at you with all the rage in the world. And you still see your dad. You still see him. You know he cannot harm you. What do you want to add to that?
I don't think there's much a 10-year-old could add to that. I think he's probably trying not to like piss himself or anything like that. He gets so scared out of his mind not to just pass out right there.
I think you don't pass out.
When you say,
I think you don't. There is this thing, the delirium. Yeah, he was testing the delirium on you.
the delirium, yeah.
So you don't. You piss yourself, but you don't pass out.
I think just frozen again. Even more. Just you couldn't move him. He couldn't move if he wanted to.
The yellow of your piss just flows onto the ground around you in a pond. And that towering Krynos is shouting at you, roaring. And you just see your dad. And you're frozen there. And that's the end of the session. Thank you.
All right.
Nice.
Beautiful. This is feeling like I don't know how many of you have seen Game of Thrones, but the starting off in all different parts and then getting steadily more intense.
I didn't watch Game of Thrones actually.
It's
Yeah.
what are you doing? It's working.
I think your guys are making good memories.
Oh, yeah.
Some better than others.
Yeah.
Better memories
Yeah.
than others is
Some
what I
people
mean.
are suffering.
Yeah, everyone wants a grandmother like
Yeah, some pancakes. I
yeah,
mean,
get some
yeah.
pancake. Come on. Share some.
I need to get revenge for that, for what just happened. Can't let that go.
Core memory.
That's more than a core memory.
Revenge.
Literal trauma.
You're gonna get it. You've got you'll get the tools you need to say what you have to say and make it count. Yeah, you'll walk your way. Yeah, up there.
I have to get revenge for that embarrassment and for my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, what, your brother was messed up or something, or just wouldn't talk?
I guess the delirium, maybe like him too strong. He just never recovered.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Okay, I guess also when you're older and actually able to like think about it, if his dad did to him, showed Kronos and the cause of delirium, then he did it to the older brother too. And now it's like it's directly the dad's fault.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, because possibly Ophelia already told him that was it. It's not him, but he wanted to make sure. You know, she had Kinseeked you successfully by him, but possibly he didn't trust her, and just like he did again.
So even then, like knowing that there's a process, like to make sure that you didn't have to do that, and then knowing that you did it anyways.
Right, to try and like expedite the process or whatever, yeah.
Hopefully, you will break the cycle and don't do the same thing to your children.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's it.
In a little bit, yeah.
That'd be interesting to see played out, like in like 20 sessions from now or whatever. Michael's character has a son, and what do you do with that?
Yeah, exactly.
I have 20 sessions to go to build a character for it.
Oh, we have the Lukas hideout. Nice. Yes. Right in the bush in there, to the left.
Exactly. Yeah, you gave me the name of the area, so I was searching on Google Maps. That's actually in the park on the lakes where you were talking.
Oh, no way. Awesome. You found the place, yeah, Rummelsburg. Lake and stuff. Nice. Okay, cool. That's exactly how I imagined it.
Yeah, it's if you walk by, you wouldn't think anything of it, but you lift up the right branch and look, there's a blanket and a dirty pillow and maybe or maybe not a couple kids sleeping under there.
Yes. Brilliant. Good.
Guys, Gaia is dying. We have to save her.
Say again?
Also true.
Gaia is dying. We have to save her.
Yeah, you've got the news. Gaia's dying, your granny is dying, something is wrong with her. Garou usually, because we know between us that Fabi is a Garou. She's supposed to regenerate, yeah?
Yeah.
But she doesn't. But Alina
Darn.
is yet way away from that
Doesn't know.
understanding. So next week, you all change.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I just know when I go in the Chronos, I'm going right for that guy.
So get ready for a Silver Fang Smackdown. Ding ding ding.
Okay, but look,
Throw,
Hey, guys.
throw a
Yeah.
wrench in the story, kill the dad in the second session.
yeah, first thing.
May
first.
the dice be ever in your favor.
That's for my brother.
Is there anything character creation or brainstorming or stats wise you'd like us to do in the downtime in this coming week before next session? Or
There is, yeah, good question. You see, I've loaded the this thingy.
Oh, there we go.
So
nice.
everything is filled in there. Apart from the connections are just placeholders. So you will need to, with time, when you guys know each other, when the pack is formed, possibly on session 4 or 5, the pack will be there, and you will be given like a lot more agency as well. Will not be anymore in the kind of like let's build some kind of memories and background, but much more active. You will be able to be much more proactive, and just so those are placeholders for your relationships, but the rest is all the info I know about you guys. So you see, like Gabby.
So I need to choose my flaws and advantages.
Yeah, you miss seven
Okay,
advantages, 2 missing flaws.
Okay, I didn't know that I have to do that before. So yes, I'm gonna do it during the week.
Yeah, Viktor.
Hello.
Viktor, you need to pick. You have 4 missing points of advantage, and we still don't know. It'd be nice, Viktor. Yeah, if you could pick finally at least your native gift and
Okay.
auspice gift for the tribe gifts that can wait another session or 2, depending on the characters.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna do that during the week. Okay.
Auspice gift. Okay.
So 7 points of advantage and 2 flaws. Okay. Let me write it down.
Yeah. So just let me know if at any point during the week you want to log in. I open a session.
I will choose them, and if I need to see something, I will let you know.
Yeah. The earlier I know what they are, the better for me to prep the session ahead. No, that.
Be seeing you all. Thank you for the session.
Thank you, Mike.
go.
Thank you. Well played.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good
Well
to
played.
see
See you.
Yep.
Definitely.
Have a good one.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week, everybody.
Yeah. See you. Good night. Take care.
Bye. Good night.
Okay.
Bye. Well played.
Hop out as well. I'll let you know about details as I come up with them.
Awesome.
We're working on it tonight.
Thank you. See you soon, Gab.
Good session. See you next week.
Yeah. Take care.